Pizza time.
Yes! Episode 36 of A Pizza My Life. Guys, welcome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. It is a special jam-packed episode. We have a lot planned, a lot to get through. I'm Pizza Eric. With me, of course, is the winner of the 2014 Best Choreography at the Video Music Awards, Sean Sauce. How you doing?
Single Ladies Dance. How awkward did you feel when this is the only time that no one else was dancing with you to the opening music?
Yeah.
We all just sat here and just stared.
No one wanted to dance with me this week. All good.
Did you feel weird?
All good.
He's
Didn't
a
feel
star, man.
weird.
He wants the spotlight on his own.
Didn't feel weird. Realized
Sorry, I
no
was
one
reading
dancing.
Left Shark's cue cards
Anyways, we have
Love
two
Shark's
guests.
cards.
from the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
We have two guests with us this week. First, you may recognize the voice. You know him from episode 5. He
First
was
guest.
the first guest we ever had. Big Mike, how you doing, man?
I'm doing very well. Pleasure to be back.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Excited here.
Our tallest guest.
That is true.
We've mentioned many
I
times.
don't think that'll ever be, that record won't be broken.
No.
Mike wouldn't admit it if it did.
No.
First guest,
He'd never
tallest guest. With us, joining us, our new guest this week, Kory in the studio. How you doing, man?
Guys, it is a pleasure to be here.
It's
Oh,
unconventionally
Pleasure.
spelled Kory, K-O-R-Y.
As far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, every other way
Kory
is wrong.
with a K.
Hey, that's how I feel about
Yeah.
my name, too. People always want to spell it like S-H-A-W-N or something. It's like,
Yeah,
no,
that's like the
S-E-A-N,
normal
that's the
spelling.
right way.
Nah,
Sean's
man.
also the kiss of death when it comes to spelling. There's like 4 spellings.
Exactly. It doesn't
Yeah.
help, but still.
But when
I've
someone
seen some
guesses,
weird Corys. Like
It's like a
E's
boho Ashley. I don't know how
It's
to
just
spell
terrible.
A boho Ashley.
that. You know, like a bohemian Ashley.
There's
There's like six ways to spell Ashley. Some people
with
throw
an
I's in there.
the L-E-I-G-H.
Yeah.
That's just get out of here.
Yeah, you're going too far with
You
it.
know where they're from.
Boho.
Anyways, if you guys are a fan of the podcast, if you watched last week, we had some, something I had to do. I lost my fantasy football league last year through no fault of my own. It was bad luck, and that's, whatever. But I had to wear a dress to the draft this year. And, it wasn't great. It wasn't great, but I did it. I did it with confidence.
Was
Yeah.
it in public, though, or was it just
No.
you at a buddy's house?
No, I was at my own house.
You were at your house,
All
and
right.
then my one complaint too is that you were behind the camera the entire time, so you only got to see your dress when you got up to go play
Yeah.
your pickup.
Did you also have to go buy the dress, or did you just borrow?
No, I had to buy the dress.
Okay,
pizza dress.
all right.
I had to buy the dress.
So you had to. That's kind of fun, I guess. You had to go to the store, buy the dress.
Oh, you went to a store. We
I
live
ordered
in an
it from
age of
Amazon.
online. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. There's no going to the store and buying the dress. I went online.
Excuse
so
me,
I
do you
had
have
to
this in a
specifically
size
get-
10?
that would have been like the best part about it is you having to go there,
Yeah.
figure out the right size.
Sam at
No.
like Kohl's be like, excuse me, do you have this in bigger size?
Yeah, can I try this on?
What's the closest equivalent to a men's Euro cut medium?
Yeah. Where do you guys have that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Has
want
anyone
something that
else?
flows.
Has anyone else had to do any kind of like fantasy football punishment?
I get punished by having to have like this trophy or championship belt every year.
Oh,
All
humble
right.
brag over there.
All right,
nice.
Mike. Jeez.
I'm just so good.
Yeah.
You're doing the discount double check?
If you guys
every
had
year?
one of those
Unfortunately,
buttons or something.
I'm hoping because I'm in two leagues I actually pay attention to. One has a belt. I've won one of them each the last 2 years.
You get a belt every year?
Yes.
How big is this belt?
It's not a new belt.
They're full size.
It's,
Like a
it's like an actual
championship.
just belt.
They're
Yeah, it's
quite
just
large.
it's a nice
just a
leather
nice
belt.
wear a
leather
bunch
belt.
of regular leather.
Coach belt.
Everyone chips in and they just buy a nice belt for the champion.
The guy who started actually got a bunch of them on accident, like
Yeah.
an Amazon order.
He's like, guys, do you want this to just be the prize?
Ordered the wrong size.
See, I'm gonna wait till I win both leagues and just like drop off the face of the earth, keep both belts forever.
Yeah.
Oh, so you haven't won both leagues in the same year yet?
I don't think
No.
they just let
That's
you
tough to
leave
do.
and keep the belts forever.
I'll change my number.
That seems like a lot of work for a belt that you just told us you hated having it.
And like, I'm assuming this is like a plastic, like old school, like
Oh, they're-
WWE, like toy belt.
They are heavy. They are leather. They are real.
They're real.
Yeah, you can
Shit.
get real ones.
Yeah,
I
the real
remember
ones.
as a kid, I would always be like, you would get the catalog, and there'd be an advertisement in there for like a real
What
championship belt. For like a WWF catalog.
I don't
You
think
know?
it's real. I don't think it's real.
Okay.
Instead of
Like a
catalog,
wrestling
like what, the
magazine.
Toys
Okay.
R Us catalog?
All
It's on
right.
the internet.
All right.
It's just Halloween costume stuff.
Yeah.
It's not a
You
catalog.
get your, you know, where you
My-
get your,
my
you get
Halloween
your
USA
onesies
catalog
for,
comes
for your
out.
wrestling league,
Yeah.
you know.
You get put on 2 magazine lists, and they always get you.
All right. No. All right. It's a magazine. I misspoke. Thanks for calling me out. It's a magazine.
What magazine was it though?
It was like the WWF magazine,
Okay.
the WWE magazine.
You're just circling their clothing.
And
How
it would give
crazy
you-
was it when they switched names, but you then started getting like the World Wildlife Foundation?
I hated it.
It's like, oh shit, I didn't want this.
This new panda wrestler, I
Yeah.
hear he's like crazy.
Yeah.
You guys, the WWF really changed their programming.
I was always, growing up, I was always confused by that. I was always like, how can they be the WWF when they're not wrestling and the wrestling's not pandas? How can both exist?
I haven't
This
seen a
doesn't-
panda wrestle once.
This doesn't make any sense.
It's like when a radio station gets bought, and then like 93.1 went from like popular
93.1 DRQ. And then it went to like,
country.
then it was like the Dust.
Yeah,
Dust.
they just
Yeah.
change all over the time.
Yeah.
You have to
But then
change
they-
your acronym.
But then they change genres like completely.
Oh yeah.
They're like,
Mhm.
oh,
Dude, that's a bad day. When you turn on the radio and you go to that channel,
you guys set your presets.
and all of a sudden they're just playing something completely different, and they're like, welcome to 98.7, the pop.
But how often do you guys listen to the radio now?
Not anymore.
I would say like
Yeah,
it's all
lately.
phone.
I don't even listen to XM. I got it. I don't listen to it.
Oh, it's you got suckered in.
You know
Like-
what? If you
Wait, what do
call
you
them
mean?
though, it's like 6 months for $30. Please don't leave. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
actually,
no.
last time I called to cancel, they actually put me through an automated service to renew for 6 months at $30. Like, are you calling to cancel this? Because we'll just give it to you again. Hit one.
Well, just
Yeah.
hit
We
one.
don't talk to
we
anybody.
don't care.
We'll just rebill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I had the
We'll send you a new
you
car.
win.
I had the internet radio thing for, like 6 months, the free stuff that comes with
Yeah.
the car. And then it was like, do you want to pay for it? And I was like,
No.
no, I have a phone. I can just play my own music. I'm
They
good.
really hope that you're just lazy. That's the
Yeah.
number one hope. That's like Comcast does that to you. Like when after the 2-year service, and they're like, "Oh, your bill goes up $500."
Yeah.
And then if you just call them, they're like, "All right, I guess we'll bring it back."
They're
down."
like, oh, yeah, we got a new deal for you.
People
Yeah.
are so afraid of calling people on the phone.
I know.
Anymore. It's like, it's so yeah.
It
they-
sucks.
I feel like most people don't call to get it
The-
lowered because like, oh god, I have to talk to someone.
The internet has
I'll just
shamed
pay.
people into not being a Karen. They're like, I want to ask to talk to the manager, but I can't.
Yeah.
I want to be a meme.
Yeah, if you're willing to be on the phone for an hour, you will get a great deal.
Oh, for sure.
You'll get a great deal. It'll work out just fine for you.
This is very different than fantasy football.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
Yeah, we went down.
This has
we
gone.
went down a different rabbit
has
hole
gone
there.
very
let
far
it,
off.
Let it keep happening. Internet radio. I don't have time to sit in my car and figure out which stations I want.
I mean, I use XM and I leave it on 36. Basically, never touch it. Then fantasy football and stuff like that. I just listen to the.
Wait, what's
fantasy station.
36?
Alt Rock Nation or
Okay.
something
Oh,
like
that's
that.
a good station.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
remember
that's
when
the
I
only
had
one
it,
I
I was
could
like,
listen
I
to.
like this is a good station.
It's literally like the only one.
I just put my phone on. Just either listen to like podcasts or just listen to just whatever's on Spotify.
Yeah, spending the $10 a month for Spotify that's a deal.
You know, you can be part of my family plan. I have like 4 people in it. Cut your costs down.
Yeah.
They're all your work moms. And
I do. I have like a family member, a work mom.
Oh, work mom.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it sounds like you're loaded. Then.
Dude, my
You're already-
Spotify.
You're loaded up.
Yeah,
the 3 of them,
we
what it
we
costs for the
split it.
entire thing, so he's
We-
free.
You're just like renting out.
That's
your
called
Spotify.
business,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
This is what the 4-year degree
Yeah.
did for me.
Corey's making money on this.
He's putting
People are
that $4 a
paying
month
him.
to work for him.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure that me and my fiance are both splitting. Like we both have our own Spotify account.
That's a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a mistake.
We
No.
both have our own Hulu accounts, Netflix accounts.
No, just
Yeah.
my Hulu, my Netflix, but Spotify for whatever, just separate.
Yeah, it's like I don't want
But equal.
your
You
music.
can't see some of my deep playlist.
Yeah, I listen to some
I
songs.
don't have 2
you-
spots on my family
yeah.
plan. Just so you know. If you want it in, I don't have 2.
Only 2 left or 2 total.
Already
I
have-
just don't have 2 more. That's,
gotcha,
There's
gotcha.
only one more.
I don't want
We're
to
auctioning it off.
be inconvenienced at all, so I'm out.
Yeah, I heard. See, that's the thing is I heard that people like if you try to like log into it, like you might kick someone else out.
No, it's if you do the family plan, it's literally just
Yeah.
pay 15 instead of 10 a month, and you can get 6 people under your address. And
Oh.
you just need to put in my address and and I have to send you an invite, and
Hmm.
boom, I just
That's the way it is.
tell
for,
you to Venmo me money every month.
But,
like
I
YouTube
can't.
TV.
I can't export my playlists.
You have your own thing. It's not like it's like you're part of my family like
I'm
family
already
plan thing.
established.
Yeah,
in
you use your
Spotify.
login. You
I
just-
already have my
you
own
just
shit.
you just stop logging in and having your single one, and when you log in, you're just part of my family.
I'll just go use someone else's credit card.
You not want to be part of his family?
Mike's
is
like,
that
I
what you're
prefer to
saying?
steal. I know.
You don't want to be part of Kory's family?
Small-time credit card.
Mike, we are family. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. It makes sense that we had you both on because you guys have been friends for how long?
Established 2011.
2011. I found out this past week you had a nickname for yourselves.
Oh, it's not a nickname.
It's technically
It's
a business entity.
A legitimate business. We're just doing business as Kory and Mike.
Yeah.
Wait, is that just the name of the business entity?
No.
Of course not.
No.
Oh, so what's the name?
You have business cards.
It's the Fun Brokers.
The fun,
Fun
broker.
Brokers.
The
Actually,
Fun Brokers.
Fun was going to be an acronym, but we just never figured out what it was going to be.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's they're all capitalized.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we basically
the FUN brothers.
we
yeah.
just deal in fun.
Yeah.
That's our whole thing.
dealing
You
fun.
know?
Just find someone named Nick that you don't like, and it's just fuck you, Nick. Brokers.
Yeah, that could work.
Anti-Nick broker.
Yeah, exactly.
But actually, our tagline is, you can't take it with
Do you have a card? Now?
They're actually in my wallet, which is over there.
Yeah, dude, do you have a card? 'Cause
No,
I have a
dude.
card.
So we actually, I don't know that I do actually. I just have.
I know I have
regular
one
cards.
of each of ours.
Yeah, I just have.
They're
one.
actually really nice. Like, I got them off Vistaprint one year for Christmas,
Yeah.
and they're like significantly nicer than any other card I've ever gotten.
Was
You
this
sent
like
me a
when you guys
picture.
were like single and you're like, hey, we're gonna go to the bars and just start handing these out?
No.
No, they've never been handed out that way. That would be the worst pickup line ever. Excuse me, miss.
You
Here's
think
this
so?
absurd thing for
Says,
you.
Miss,
With-
do you like
with a
fun?
cell phone number. We did
There
put like
you
our real
go.
cell phone numbers on it though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Mike,
I mean, why
yeah.
wouldn't you?
Mike didn't pay for them, so people know either. It was like he was running. He had
To be clear.
Vista points that needed
We
to be
got these.
used and no reason to use them. So
Yeah.
as like for a fun thing, he just made us both business cards.
How do you just get Vista points? How much printing
print,
were you
You
doing?
print one
From
thing,
Vistaprint.
and you
Yeah,
were
how much
in.
printing were you doing?
They were desperate around the holiday season 2019.
Well,
Or
you guys-
2017.
You guys bought them for
falling
like your
apart.
family business, right? Is that
Yeah,
I'm
it's
assuming
like
it's
we
yeah.
had
So
cards.
Oh,
it's like a
cool.
legitimate
Okay.
business, and then
But
instead
then I
of
was
buying
like-
more of that,
but-
he's like, let's do something.
But then I went down the rabbit hole of designing business cards. But then these business cards are like the
What a
premium,
rabbit hole to go down.
the premium stock, the premium lettering, premium everything. So I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man, these things are like real nice.
Is your
Make it
wallet
look
out of
nice.
the room?
Damn it.
We'll
Come up on episode on part 2.
There
no,
we go.
it'll be in the video. I got pictures.
Yeah,
we'll,
but,
we'll make it happen. Special effects.
So I was coming up with like different things, and we operate in the margins of legality and amusement.
That's it.
Do you guys have a website
Really?
set up for this?
No, it's on the dark webs.
Oh,
No.
that's where you want to dabble.
The best part about it,
We're up in the link.
as a business guy, we've invested $0 into it, so it's the perfect kind of business.
You can get whatever you
true.
want for
Yeah.
1/8 of a Bitcoin.
Oh,
Ooh.
That-
Depending
that-
on market
that
value.
feels
Money.
pretty
That's it.
high.
That's
Yeah,
it.
like
That's
I said,
nice.
whatever you want,
Yeah, alright, fair.
depending on market value.
Yeah, I think that's too rich for my blood.
You say this now,
I think that's still like $2,000.
it probably is.
Going back,
You can get a
I
fair-
don't think that's a bad move though. Like, are we
Going
saying
back to
that's a
what?
bad move to if you're gonna try to give someone
Fantasy
your phone
football?
number? Do you think it's a bad move to give them a business card?
Yes.
Depends.
Yes.
I
That
need
seems-
this advice because I'm sitting in a room with 3 guys who are all currently engaged. I need the advice.
I think that comes off douchey.
You know what? I want to shout out my fiance for actually creating the Pizza Eric name.
That's true. That's totally
Whoa,
true.
we haven't heard this story. This is the origin story.
This is the origin of it.
The origin story of Pizza Eric. So I have
Wait, 2Z Pizza Eric or 3Z Pizza Eric?
Oh.
kind of both, really.
Because I heard in the last podcast that your 3Z
Twitter,
goes all the way back
yeah.
to AIM or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, the
The-
three
the word
three
pizza's
Z's is a
common.
weird callback.
I kind of say the last podcast, but it's like the last one that you listened
Yeah.
to.
yeah, whichever one that was.
Yeah.
He just repeat listened to it recently because he
Yeah.
loved
I
it.
love this episode.
He listens
I
to
just
all of
listened-
them.
I was mentioned, so I
He
thought
listens to all of them.
This has everything I want.
No, but that is true. Corey's fiance, Hannah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hannah. I would show up to parties, and Hannah would be there, and I would, frequently, anyone who watches the podcast or knows me, I wear pizza T-shirts. I have
Not today.
Oh.
I have
Always.
pizza T-shirts.
I think you went through a thing where you
Pizza.
all the time, like if even it was an undershirt and no one was going to see it,
Yeah.
you had to have some sort of pizza clothing on.
Yeah.
It
was
wasn't
like-
I had to. It was just that would just be like a coincidence sometimes where it's like that was just the shirt I was wearing underneath.
Well,
the
when like
flannel or something.
85% of your clothes are pizza related, I think it just happens.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
pizza. So I started showing up to parties, and Hannah started calling me Pizza Eric. She would say, she'd be like, hey, everybody, Pizza Eric's here. And
Yep.
she'd be
Oh,
like,
hold
Corey,
on, hold on, I
Corey,
want to go back.
Corey,
You get an
Pizza Eric's
introduction
here.
every time you came to a party.
When it's
we're
Hannah,
very, very nice about our party.
Yeah,
So
I
we
was
make
saying,
sure
just a
everyone
whole
knows
own
everybody.
introduction.
You guys
it's
have
such
seen
a good party.
the Office episode with the garden party. We shout your name when you walk in, if you know what I'm talking about.
Jim,
You
how
really
about?
do. Like, it is not just me. Anyone that walks through, this is a big deal.
I'm picturing Kory and Hannah just sitting at the front of like their
Yeah.
house. Someone walks in. Now I'm entering pizza, Eric.
And then the
We-
party
we've
goes,
usually just had a few, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, someone else is here.
time to go.
All right, bye.
Yeah, so after a couple parties,
Yeah.
and Hannah was like, Pizza Eric is here. I'm like, that's my nickname. That's just,
So-
that's it.
Her and I would even refer to you, like, conversation between the two of us is like Pizza Eric. We don't know any other Erics, but you're
Yeah.
still Pizza Eric in conversations. That's just how it.
That's
like,
when you
just
know
to
you made
be-
it. Yeah.
yeah.
Just in case any other
Pizza
Erics
Eric.
come along.
You became the name brand for
clear.
all Erics now. It's
Yeah.
Pizza Eric.
Yeah.
That pizza, Eric.
Mike, do you want to shout out your fiance?
Nah, I'm
Since
good.
we're doing fiance.
She's a sweet lady too.
No, of course. Actually, Lindsay refers to you, Eric, by your full name, Eric Brittenmeyer.
His Christian name.
Which is not the correct pronunciation.
We don't care.
It doesn't. All good.
She
all
like
good.
she just likes to do the hard. Brett.
Do you know a lot of Erics though, or is that
I know.
she has to be specific?
It's weird. She goes, "Oh, Eric Brittenmeyer." And I'm like,
Like how she really gets German with it. Eric Brittenmeyer.
Brittenmeyer.
yeah. She's like, "Oh, Eric Brittenmeyer's
Not
there?"
even
And I'm-
close. There's no N in my name.
Eric Brittenmeyer.
How do you pronounce your name, first of which?
It's technically
First of which.
Let's get this on the record.
pronounced Brightmeyer.
Oh yeah, way off.
Yeah.
Way off.
I like my
Brittenmeyer.
pronunciation much better.
It's got too hard emphasis.
Yes, it's true. That's true.
So yeah.
You're like a grocery store who just changed all their bulbs. It's a very bright Meyer.
All right.
Here we go.
Dad joke.
Oh,
Dad joke
yeah.
number one.
We
Get a
used we
tally
actually
going.
used to do that like in real life. We'd go tailgating or something, and we just hold up fingers to each other when Mike would make another joke. See how many we can get up to.
We should put a graphic, a running total
I
through
can-
both
I'll add that
episodes of just how many dad jokes Mike has, and it's just right now we got one.
Special effects will put that in.
Sometimes he's got some good ones.
How many spaces do you got?
We'll fill up the whole screen so you don't see us. It's just dashes.
Is it prison tally marks or is
Yes.
it just a counter?
Of course, it's prison tally.
I've been
Okay,
told
sweet.
Mike and I are actually the only reason we're really good friends is because I'll laugh at his jokes too
Yeah.
often.
Oh, that's good.
And
He-
so
you
my-
always need someone to do
He
that.
gives me the joke confidence, like a
Yeah.
nitro bar,
Yeah.
like in like the racing games. You
Yeah.
accrue it, and you're like, yeah, and just go for it.
You need someone to give you those laughs.
Gassing me up.
It boosts
Yeah.
your confidence.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Even when your jokes are bad, if someone's laughing, you're like, that guy gets
But
it.
like my heat checks for like my jokes, I just don't care, so I'll just blow through it and just keep going.
That's
Hey.
true. If he gets one, he's throwing three more.
33%
Let's see what
gets
happens.
into the Hall of Fame. So, MLB.
And then I laugh at all my jokes internally, so I just don't care.
As long as you're having a good time.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. Once you have that confidence, you have the people that gas you up. All good.
So, guys, fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Yeah, how did we jump back to? Because I was like, I got to shout out my fiance for the pizza Eric name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where were we going there? I
There's
apologize.
I don't
never,
know.
there's never a
Where
true
we're
path
at.
here.
Oh, because I mentioned that everyone in here is engaged.
Oh, you want to know
Yes.
about cards? Giving out cards to try and
Yeah.
pick
Oh,
up ladies.
yes.
Which is
Oh,
apparently a no-no.
I don't think it's a good move.
If it's accurate info,
Yeah.
If you have a card, you're coming off either incredibly cocky, or
Really?
I
Or
just
organized.
I assume that a woman would be like, "Who is this douchebag?"
Yeah,
Like,
that's
no
what
one's
I'm
ever gonna be
thinking.
like, "Oh my god, this is so cool."
Yeah.
It's like
actually, you know
this
what
is
you
something
do?
I'm gonna give to
Female
some dude.
listeners, hit us
Here's
up
my
at
phone number.
a pizza apmlpod at gmail.com.
He nailed it.
Yes.
apmlpod@gmail.com.
Let us know.
if you're a bartender and the guy leaves his
Oh, so you're
business
with the
card behind.
bartender now? It's not even just a
I
random?
don't know. I'm just giving examples.
I'm assuming you're just a random guy
Yeah.
hitting on someone at the bar.
A random person, not the bartender.
I don't
And when
know
do you
about
even
that.
when do you even hand it out? You're like in the
Yeah.
middle, and you're like, "Hey, I don't know if I'll talk to you."
Actually,
tonight.
I hope
Here
that
this
you
is."
don't say a word. You just come up and you just like slide it over.
I think it's better for like the olden days when no one had cell phones.
You should.
So
Maybe that was
affects
the
you.
move to be like, hey, I don't have a pen or a paper to write this down.
can-
Here's just my business card. You can reach me there.
Time I feel like it would work is like, say you're at just any store and you're like, man, this cashier is really pretty or something, but I have like 3 seconds to talk to her.
Yeah.
So you're just like, hey, here's my phone number. Call me if you want to continue chatting.
Yeah, 'cause
I
you
feel
feel
like you
the
gotta
And
pressure.
then boom, you leave it.
I
You
feel
know,
like you
rather
gotta
than,
somehow work it that it could be like business related. And like that could be like the end of just like
well, you're not trying
Oh,
to trick
yeah.
her. Like,
No,
call,
no,
just
no.
in case. Here.
no, but it's something where it's like clearly
the
like
IRS might want to
clearly
talk
like
to you.
talking to the cashier isn't like you're not getting your business done through the cashier, but it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I mean if you guys just if you're ever bored or just I've seen it. I think like in shows like the concierge at a hotel will do it. Let's be like, oh, and here's my personal number if you need anything specific.
Or know what
Yeah.
you do
They're like
nowadays?
geishas, right?
You
Yeah,
just
that's when you
literally-
know you're in.
Yeah, You just make a card with a QR code. They read that with their phone, and then it pulls up all your contact.
And it's a picture of your dick.
And then it just says you in or not.
Future.
Yeah.
Like, wow, can't wait.
Do you
for
think
that.
they ever like? Do you think people ever
Mystery.
like faxed dick pics back in the day?
Maybe mail them, hard mail.
Hard mail,
Yeah.
but I feel like fax would like that made more sense. Like you just flop your schlong on there, and you
Faxes
just,
are in black and white. You need some color in there.
okay.
a little bit
fair.
Unless color's bad.
Here's what you do.
Like you have some there's some
Oh,
bruising
you have
going
some,
on.
like some weird discoloration
Yeah,
going
discoloration.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they, yeah, like maybe that looks like a mole in black and white, but
Yeah.
it's herpes in color.
This is bright green.
No, here's what you do. It's
You got gangrene
This,
of the
this
dick.
is further than I thought this would go.
wow. Yeah, that's taking a turn.
Anyway,
No,
fantasy
it's
football.
Polaroids. You use a Polaroid picture and you mail it.
Yeah, that's what they did. Carrier pigeon.
Polaroid picture.
You'd write a nice letter with it, like, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about taking off your pants. And then you'd wait a week and hope that it struck you again.
Shit.
You're like, I
She
hope
never
that got
s-
to the right person.
She
Yeah,
never
let's come
sent
back.
back her breasts. I wonder if it got lost in the mail.
I have been thinking about you for a fortnight.
Just one creepy dude at the post office just collecting all these nudie pics going through. Just like, yes.
Oh, that's got to happen.
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be some weirdos.
He's creating some dialogue for himself. It only takes like 4 months.
I'm just thinking also like the people like back when like people actually printed out nudies.
Yeah.
Like you go into like a CVS or something and just print out like hard prints of like your boobs.
Oh, if you were one of those guys that was working the picture, especially the
Photo
like
lab.
disposable camera,
Oh yeah.
printing out those pictures, you saw some shit.
You saw some shit.
For sure.
That was
Anyway, fantasy football. We're getting
so
kind of really off
fantasy
topic.
football.
This is not even one of the topics I've even created.
Were we ever on topic?
Did you want it? Did you have something more to say? I wore a dress. It sucked.
Getting back to these ladies. Okay, so
I still think, though, that you should have had to go, like, find a dress to try on rather than just wearing a dress in your own house.
There should
Yeah.
have been more public
Yeah,
humiliation.
for
towards
sure.
it. So they
You
did
had
a
to,
live
like, do
stream.
it at Buffalo Wild
Yeah.
Wings. Whatever. I
That's
don't
where
know.
we normally would go. We would go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and we would have the draft there. This year, coronavirus. You just can't.
you should have went to
Call
like
up,
Nordstrom. Like I need a little back dress for this like occasion.
Excuse me.
You know what I will say, though?
Sunday
Props to you
season.
for actually doing it. I know
did
Mike's
wear it.
league. You guys had a guy that, like, backed out or something, didn't you?
It was Michael Radin, if you're listening, which
Oh,
you probably
shit.
won't.
Oh shit.
He was
That's a
supposed
name
to
drop.
He was supposed to dress up as
I was trying to be
Elmo.
No,
nice.
retweet this when he posts the video.
I was
retweet
trying
this
to
and
be nice,
tag his
man. I wasn't going
ass.
to say no names.
You won't even
chop.
text
I
me
can cut
back.
this out.
Ain't no snitch here.
Yeah, he was supposed to dress up as Elmo for being the worst.
That's not even that bad.
That's not that bad.
At a
You just have to
children's
get in.
party for 4
okay.
hours.
Oh, okay,
That's-
for
that's
4
a lot
hours.
worse.
Okay.
You can't even drop F-bombs.
Wait, does he
at
get
it.
paid though?
All right.
No.
They
Oh.
bought the suit, though, for him, right? Like,
So you
that
just
was,
have
they
to
were
find
going
a
to.
children's
wasn't
party.
money actually put into the league, you said, to cover, like, the cost of the suit?
No. That
Wait.
was going to be at the loser's expense because I had to get
Oh,
the
that
belt
sucks.
engraved
Yeah.
at my expense.
Wait,
Oh,
was
look-
this at a random child's party?
It was another child. It was a child of our commissioner.
I thought
Okay.
it was a joint. There's,
Okay.
like, two people that have kids. And they
I
were
was
gonna
gonna
do
say.
a
Okay, well,
joint
that's-
birthday.
If you
But
just
that's
had
not
to
as
go to
bad.
a
If
random-
it's like you have to get booked and do it for free and go to a random child's birthday and be Elmo for 4 hours.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
pretty sure
that's
that's
how
probably
you-
better than going to
You
your
end up on a
buddy's kid's
list that
party.
way.
No,
Simple.
I think that's worse.
Yeah,
at a
that would-
random
I
child,
don't
like at least
know.
at your buddy's kids, like you can like take a break and just be like, "Hey, dude, I don't care. Like this is for the league. I don't give a shit."
Yeah,
But
but,
then-
also your buddy could be like, hey,
I would for sure be harassing
his
him the
ass.
entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it's more like jovial. Like if you,
You
go
could,
to a
like,
random,
tell the
if you
kids
go to a
how
random
terrible he
person
is.
That's true.
and it's just like you have
Yeah.
random people.
They're going to
there.
call the cops on you.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You're going to be on a
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you show up like drunk because you're like I don't want to do this today, and they're like, "Hey, Elmo, I need you to like play with the kids." Like I can't be.
Also,
around
what,
kids.
you're like putting on a Craigslist ad? Like, anyone need an
Yeah.
Elmo for a
Yeah.
kid's party?
You're
I-
super cheap.
I feel like that question goes back the other way. It's like, hey, I need
Are
an
you
Elmo.
on Craigslist
Yeah.
looking for Elmos?
I think if you're
Man
saying
seeking Elmo.
if you're being like I'm an Elmo and I want a party, they're like, all right, we're putting this guy on a list.
It tickles.
Yeah.
This is not the party I thought he was looking for.
Does anyone need to tickle me Elmo? Because I'm available.
That was tickle.
It tickles.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a little bit tricky. You have to find
Yeah.
your own party.
So good for you for doing that, I'd say.
So the good and bad.
But only bad part, it wasn't really in public. It was just with people you already knew.
Wasn't in public.
Yeah.
There was a
On
live
a live stream. How
There's-
many viewers did you get on the live stream?
We got I think like 50 different people tuned into it, and it averaged like I think like 10 11 views throughout the whole thing.
How many people in the league?
10 people are in the league. I
Awesome.
will
They were a lot.
People came in and out.
I edited
I
together
hopped in for a second.
I edited together a little collage of
trailer?
moments of me in the dress, and I'll play that at the end.
It was
of
very
the,
flowy dress. I
of the
remember
video.
I saw you got up for a second to go to
yeah.
the kitchen, and it had a lot of just
It was
sway
it
to
was
it.
flowy and it was short. It's by far the sexiest dress the league has ever seen.
That's
I
cool.
have, and I learned that I have some
we
nice
saw
legs.
We saw Brad's pictures.
Yeah, this is sex. I think my dress is definitely sexier than Brad's dresses. Sorry,
Who wore
Brad.
it better? We need it next time.
Yeah.
Who wore it better?
Can we also talk about? So you and Brad both said cheetah print for Brad's dress.
We were wrong.
It was
Our memories
very
failed
much
us.
zebra.
It was a zebra print.
Yeah, they don't know what cheetahs look like.
Our
That's weird.
memory
I
failed.
can
us.
see cheetah,
We knew-
leopard. Okay.
No, this was definitely
Cats.
like zebra.
We
That's
knew.
cool.
Those
Or
aren't even a
maybe
little the
maybe tiger because it's like that striped kind of thing. But
Is this like the
All right.
blue and black dress
No,
versus white and yellow? Is that what we're talking about
we
here?
we knew it was an animal print and we remembered it wrong. All good. Doesn't matter. It was
It's-
animal print.
you guys need some more animal facts in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what
National
we need.
Geographic magazine.
Yeah.
So I got to say, fantasy football wise, I used to do year-long leagues, but
You gave
maybe
up?
the gambler in me, but I like doing the weekly
The
stuff
daily? Or-
way more.
yeah.
Yeah, like just to set it up one time, instant gratification.
No
Well, because
commitment.
you can also just redraft your team every
Yeah,
time.
and you know,
Yeah.
and as far as like, it's not a league. I have a couple guys I work with where we just do a weekly head-to-head
Mhm.
for $5 and just square up at the end of the year. And so I mean, you could do like a whole league, you set up leagues and stuff. And honestly, I think it's more fun.
Yeah, and then Bane has already taken over Gotham, so in your chaos mode.
Yeah.
That's such a
Yeah.
good reference to 2012's The Dark Knight Rises.
That's true.
I don't know, does that count as a tally?
Copyrighted.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Quarantine, COVID, no one, no one cared.
First person to wear a mask, he made it popular.
Yeah, Bane.
It's true.
Trendsetter.
Actually, I feel like the Scream guy made it popular.
No one cared about me too.
Mike Myers, the killer, not the comedian.
You wore
No.
a lot of masks too.
The comedian.
They're prosthetics.
Fun fact: that
True,
mask
yeah.
is Captain Kirk Inside Out.
Yeah.
What?
No, I do. I remember that. Which is
Weird.
really weird. Like,
Yeah.
how does William Shatner feel about that?
I have a feeling William
someone
Shatner,
made a pretty decent mask on the back end of it.
His
Like,
head
no one's
is
ever going to see this.
Yeah.
so far up
Stop.
his own ass that there's zero chance he's ever seen a Halloween movie or even knows it's a thing.
Who?
Shatner? You kidding
Someone
me?
has.
That
Someone
guy,
has asked
that
him.
guy
seen
loves himself. I feel like more
Someone
than any
has
other
asked him that
superstar
question
loves
though. Like,
himself.
how does it feel to be the face
Superstar's
of
a
Halloween?
Strong word for William
He's
Shatner.
like pretty good.
Yeah.
I got some licensing deals out of it.
Yeah. Are you talking about? Do you guys remember when he started they tried to make that Twitter account "Shit My Dad Says" into a TV series?
Yeah.
I think it lasted like 3 episodes, and it was William Shatner and other people.
Yeah, it was a popular Twitter account. It was a funny Twitter account. They did a book.
But the
and
dumbest
everything.
thing, why would you make that into a TV show?
I
It's
had
called
no idea. that was
making,
what it started.
trying to just throw everything at the wall and seeing what makes you money.
I know a TV show you're talking about. At one point, I thought you were I was kind of worried you were talking about Boston Legal. TV show he was in with James
Yeah.
Spader. That was a quality program.
Mike's
I've
also
seen
seen
it.
pretty much all the
But also,
USA
how
TV
did you
shows.
think I was going that direction?
He also has an incredible talent. Mike can put like actors, faces, names in movies like no one I've ever seen. Just name a random movie and let's see if Mike can pull some names out of this.
All right, I gotta think of on. So let's
It's unrehearsed.
Go to
Yeah.
the next
Unrehearsed. Yeah, just name a TV show, something like that. Just think of something.
quintuplets.
Is that like a movie or is that?
Oh, I thought you could do anything.
Oh, he's
talking
gotta
about,
have heard of it at some point,
Quality
but-
programming, gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, this was a Disney
But he
Channel
can
original
just pull
movie.
like
Oh
boom.
my God. Are we talking about Brink here? You know,
Brink's up. Do you know who stars in Brink?
I'm pretty sure they're all dead.
No, the one dude. He has like 3 names. It's one of those like something Von something. That was Brink.
Mike, name one of the actors from the Mighty Ducks movie.
Oh, the Mighty Ducks. Actually, the one guy is the lawyer cohort of Daredevil.
Yeah,
Foggy Nelson in there?
Yeah,
yeah.
Foggy
Okay.
Nelson. I honestly have no idea what his name
No,
is.
but the coach. You should know.
Yeah,
who that
everyone
is.
knows who that is.
Oh, Gordon Bombay?
Yeah.
it was-
Yeah, that would be Emilio Estevez.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen's brother.
Exactly.
Martin Sheen's son.
Yeah. Charlie Conway. He's been in a lot of movies. I don't know what his real name is. I
yeah.
feel like it's
you,
Josh.
got, you got any names on the kids in the?
There was Josh Goldberg.
Keenan Thompson
That
was in
was
it.
Josh.
Keenan- What's Keenan? Shoot.
Yeah, the Knuckle Puck.
Knuckle Puck.
He was
guy.
the goalie.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Wasn't the
No,
Knuckle
no,
Puck
no,
the
no,
goalie?
no. Knuckle Puck was actually the Bash brother dude.
Ah,
Foggy
what?
Nelson.
I don't think.
That was the
Yes,
guy.
Oh,
that was
shit.
fucking. And we
now-
come
yeah.
full circle.
Weirdly
I
enough,
didn't even think of
my.
that.
he was on the wrong side of the law in Mighty Ducks, and then he became the law in Daredevil.
He doesn't really do any of that in Daredevil.
He's a lawyer.
Yeah, but he's not like a prosecuting attorney.
Actually, the real justice is Daredevil.
Yeah.
Foggy Nelson's basically kind of like, you probably shouldn't do that. It's against the law. And
Yeah.
Punch,
Foggy's
punch.
trying to be a regular.
Also,
good
not
lawyer.
canon anymore.
no.
Not what?
Not canon anymore. All those were canon, but now that Disney owns it all and the Disney
Canon?
Plus, they are not. They were part of like the Marvel universe, No longer like Marvel doesn't acknowledge that those were like things that occurred.
Which sucks, 'cause they had good actors for.
I mean,
those
I like
roles.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like some of them, like Jessica Jones, whatever. But
Good
and
choreography.
Iron. God, did you guys watch Iron Fist?
I watched
Nope.
the first couple episodes. It was so
there's
bad.
only 2 seasons, and the end of
Tried.
season 2 is the most absurd scene I've ever seen in my life. He literally he's the whole thing. He ends up in like China or something like that, and he's in a bar, and some guy's fighting his friend.
Spoilers.
And
case you were gonna
listen,
watch
don't
it.
watch
Don't
it. If
watch
you're
it.
planning
It's
on it,
not
don't
worth
do
it.
it.
I
I
don't
was
think it's
never
on
gonna
any
watch it.
streaming service anymore anyway. So you can't
No, I think
watch
it's still
it.
on
I think
Netflix.
it should still be there.
Either
Yeah.
way, his fist lights up. He punches. He's as strong as
Yeah.
iron. It's dumb, but
His fist
but
lights
he for
Also,
whatever
iron,
reason.
what a bad metal to be strong
Well,
as.
right? It's not even
Yeah.
strong.
It's malleable.
Yeah.
So you punch something and you just.
It doesn't break.
So he's with one of the
Doesn't
other
shatter.
guys in the show, and he's in this bar, and the guy gets into a fight, and he pulls out 2 guns, and the guy turns and shoots, and both the guns light up like his iron fists, and he fires 2
No.
bullets, and they meet this bullet that's being fired at him in midair and blow it up. And the
that's
guy's
so
like,
dumb.
"That's my friend over there," and it's
What?
like, "Whoa, look how cool Iron Fist is now! He can load guns up with his power."
Wait,
and
so
then he
shot
shoots.
an incoming bullet.
There's a
He
bullet
shot
being
2
shot.
bullets at one.
There's a bullet being shot at him, and he takes both guns and shoots them, and both bullets meet the other one.
What?
They
And
had
they-
a
and
3-way.
Like
while they're all
Wanted.
like lit up with his special
No,
power.
Wanted had the.
no, but they would like
Guys,
basically cancel bullets out by shooting the
Yeah.
bullets.
I
Yeah.
was so ready to be over with that show, and that happened. I'm like standing in front of the
Oh
TV, ready to
my
turn it off. Like, oh
God.
god,
Well,
you know,
good thing.
on my computer. And
But
I,
you
I
made it to
stopped,
the last
dude. I laughed so hard when I saw that scene.
Did you
The most obscene
That's so
thing I've ever seen.
obnoxious.
Did you watch Game of Thrones at all?
Yeah.
You know that guy was the Knight of Roses in Game of Thrones. He was the gay knight in
Oh,
Game of Thrones.
Shit,
Yeah.
no, I mean
Yeah.
now it makes sense. But
That's why they casted him as the Iron Fist, because they were like, we got the guy from Game of Thrones.
Marjorie
Exactly.
Tyrell's
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. They were like, we got the
Natalie
we got a
Dormer.
big star for
Yeah.
this guy.
House of Tyrell.
She went too
Yeah.
soon in that show.
I liked Daredevil, and then I thought Jessica Jones was okay.
I like Jessica Jones.
It's okay.
the first season.
The first season, great.
Daredevil's
Second
good.
season, man.
Luke Cage was
meh.
bad acting. I thought.
Luke Cage was
Horrible
like,
acting.
it started good, and then it just was downhill.
Cottonmouth was a decent villain. Though.
Cottonmouth, once,
Yeah.
yeah,
He's like
Cottonmouth was
halfway
good,
in.
and then like,
I just
I'm
thought
pretty
the
sure episode
acting-
7, he's like dead.
I'm pretty sure Cottonmouth exists in real life.
Was that Marcel Ali?
Yeah,
Sean
Mahershala
Ali.
Ali.
Yep.
Big fan.
Marcel Ali.
What's his name?
Mahershala.
Mahershala.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's
great
also going to be the
actor.
new
It's a tough
Blade.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I
the
like
new
that.
Blade.
I like that.
He was also
If movies ever come out again.
Yeah, well, they're coming back.
They'll be coming
They're coming back. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Whitmer's
Yeah.
passing a law on gyms, movie theaters, and ice rinks.
Hopefully.
Ice rinks.
Yeah, for some reason they were closed.
They're
Oh.
open.
I want to play hockey. I want to.
Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't even thought about that. You haven't been able to play hockey in a while.
No,
here.
we didn't even get the playoffs.
Oh no.
Playoffs are on TV currently.
Of your
No,
beer
not
league,
for
your
playoffs.
beer league hockey.
First round, we're gonna win.
So you guys are just gonna pick up right where you left off?
No, start a new season.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Bummer, man.
Bummer.
Bummer.
Well,
I think we had a discount, so it's fine.
oh, well, that's good.
Discount bummer.
That's not good.
Actually,
Discount
I was
double check.
halfway through a bowling league.
Is that a thing? You tell people
Yeah,
those
that's
things?
I was very content with it ending.
It's done.
You're not going back to it?
I bowled 8 times in, well, I guess 8 games in a couple weeks, and I was like, man, usually I bowl like 3 games a year, and that is fine.
Did you have a bowling shirt?
How much
No.
beer did you drink every time you went on? Like,
Yeah.
0.
What?
oh yeah,
So
yeah,
you weren't
never
even-
mind.
Were you even bowling?
Never mind.
I,
Yeah, it's like, consider bowling then. What's the deal?
yeah, honestly, it was just actually, like weirdly, my thumb. Just I'm not used to bowling, and I
Well, yeah.
house balls and whatnot, and like literally the same ball I would find was the ball I'd use every time, and it had a little like nick right in the thumb hole, and every time my thumb would like kind of get scratched.
You're in a bowling league and you're using house balls?
Tough.
I don't think that's how it goes.
I'm not gonna invest anything in this.
Listen,
league.
if you decide you're buying your own personal ball, you've made a decision about
Yeah.
the course of your life.
Yeah,
I feel like
you're a bowling guy now.
you either were
Yeah.
born before the 70s, or you've made a decision on where your life is going. It's like getting a face tattoo.
And bowling is a talent that I am very okay with being very mediocre.
Yeah. I feel like bowling is a great thing to do once a year.
Yeah.
And not more than that.
You're going out for a couple's date, and you're like, "What should we do tonight? Let's go bowling." Sure.
Yeah.
But the whole point
Fine.
is to go and just like.
But
get
then you
some
do
beers.
that, and
No,
you're
the
like,
whole point is to see how
As Mike said,
fast
3
you can
times
throw
a
an
year.
8-pound
Cool.
ball
so fast.
until I turn off the speedometer.
You just
Yeah.
go and just toss it.
No,
I picture you just
you
going
windmill
like
it.
pitching it.
Yeah, you're going like windmilling.
You a softball. Softball
Basically,
pitch.
like
Yeah.
like underhand like lady.
Yeah.
I think
Underhand lady.
you,
Jesus Christ.
you can whip it pretty good.
I'm sure.
And then they turn off your like lane speed reader.
Mike's been
Like,
removed
get
from
outta here.
multiple bowling alleys.
Yeah.
Mike, do you have like a high
Only sober
score?
person ever be removed from bowling alley.
I try to get over 100. I think my highest is like 1.
You're doing 100-mile-per-hour bowling ball?
100 no.
Oh, no, let's score.
I feel like that would go through the ball.
I was gonna say, holy shit! What MLB pitcher throwing some bowling
The
balls
pins
here.
would explode.
8 pound.
I couldn't imagine, man.
Oh my
I think
god!
the ball could go 100 miles an hour.
It could go
physically.
100 miles per hour.
It just explode.
It just hits everything. Just
Shoot.
I think I've gotten an 8-pound ball like over 30 before.
Okay,
30 miles an hour.
so that's pretty fast.
How would you
That's
know that though?
The
tells
speed
you.
on the lane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
speedometers.
That's a thing they put in bowling.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
turn
feel
it
like
off
they
'cause you're whipping
they
the
wouldn't
8-pound
do
ball.
that
Turn
to
it
try
off.
and stop people from Mike. Like
They-
we can't do this. People are
once
gonna
they
challenge
see that,
themselves.
once they see that a giant came over and just started whipping balls, they're like, hey.
No, 100%. The ball after that 30 miles an hour went in the opposing lane. So
Yeah,
That
you
is-
lost control of it.
there was no one in that lane, so it just like made a huge mess.
Sorry.
Just kind of made a scene.
You had to go over to their.
It wasn't
their
their
That's
ball.
why
bowlers.
Mike hasn't bowled anymore. That's
Yeah, but
Nothing
That's
to do
why
with
the league
COVID.
ended. Yeah.
But no,
his league.
bowling is very okay with being done in my book.
Have we haven't even made it to the second topic.
We haven't made it to any topics really.
We haven't even finished the first topic.
That's what this is supposed
Yeah,
to
so let's get back
I
to
think.
fantasy
be.
football.
I've never been in one.
Was
Do
there
you
anything else?
Do you think we're gonna have football? Because in my 2 leagues,
We're gonna continue.
the make or break week is 8 weeks.
What do you mean make or break?
If we make
Like you
it
call
8
it a
weeks,
season.
the NFL is going to have a full season, so we're going to have full fantasy football players,
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay.
If you don't make it 8 weeks, basically we just scrap it, call it a day, give everyone's money back, and try to
Yeah.
get next year.
I think if they make it past November, so that's about 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you make
Yep.
it past Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
Then
I
you're
think they'll
good.
do it.
Lions will
You're
already
good.
be out of playoff contention.
I think they're gonna figure it out. I
No,
think
no. What will
they'll-
happen is the Lions are going to be 8-0, 9-0, and then
stricken.
Stafford's going to have COVID, and then like Galladay's going to have COVID. Everyone's going to have COVID, and then they're going to go on a 7-game losing streak and miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's the Lions' way.
Doesn't that sound like something the Lions would do?
It wouldn't shock me.
Actually, the Fords would probably
I-
give the
I
players
believe
COVID.
nothing.
Yeah, like
To
whoa, we're
lose.
doing too good. We're doing too good.
Yeah. They're like, whoa, we
We can't have expectations this high.
yeah.
I
They're like,
believe
save
nothing
this
with the
for
Lions still happens.
save this for when we can sell some tickets.
Yeah.
Do you guys hate that like national media seems to like the Lions this year?
I think they like the Lions every year.
I think what it is they just look at the NFC North this year and they're like,
I agree, but
I'm not confident on any
I
of the
feel like
teams.
I mean, I would prefer they just never talked about them. Like, hey, just until they do something, I don't want to hear about them.
Other than crush like players' will to play for them anymore.
Yeah.
They couldn't-
Everyone here, everyone who
Yeah.
comes out of
Oh.
Detroit is like, yeah, I just fucking hated it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Jaguars are
just give
dealing with
money
the same
back.
thing.
Such a bummer.
Just get money back. I just want to be done with them.
Yeah,
All right, let's.
Calvin, you owe us like another $1 million. He's like, fine.
I don't care. I'm done.
I'll give you a 2 for here's a 10.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Just don't ever contact me.
Yeah.
Delete my number.
Don't associate myself.
I'm
with
Just
you
Subscribe.
guys.
scratch that if Kelvin goes into the Hall of Fame, he has to go in as a Lion. Can he
Well,
go in
yeah.
without can I just have like a team not assigned to my bus?
Well, in the NFL, I mean, you aren't attached to a
You're not
team
attached to a
for
team?
the Hall
Okay.
of Fame. It's just you had a Hall of Fame career, and these are the teams you played for.
That's why they just put the bus to their face. They don't say
Yeah.
a team.
Yeah, I think that's a weird thing that what is that? MLB does that.
NHL does it
The NHL does that as well.
to an extent.
But
Basketball,
like,
you
what,
retire.
Wayne Gretzky went in as what, an Oiler and nothing else?
No, so you don't go
Played
in
for
as
half the
one,
league.
but I think they list. I think
Good
they
luck
list
with
who
Yager.
you've been. Yeah, I mean,
Like I know, like players in the NBA, they'll sign like a 1-day contract to retire. As
Yeah.
a,
NFL
seen
does
that.
Yeah.
that
so-and-so,
too.
Yeah,
this
NFL
and
does that too.
Yeah,
so you're right. Maybe it's mostly just MLB.
Yeah, I think that's just a weird. MLB is just weird and shitty.
it is.
Well, you
That's all.
retire a number though,
Yeah.
which is not going to do the Kelvin, but still.
No.
As they should.
They
should.
should do it for Calvin. But Calvin and the Lions have a weird, bad relationship.
Well, it's because the Lions don't want to pay him.
Well, because
It's
the
a
Lions
bummer.
were like, "Hey, pay back that $1 million." It's like, dude, it's
And then Calvin's like, "Who are
Just
you? I
one?
don't have
Yeah.
your number anymore."
New phone, who
one.
dis?
yeah.
No habla.
Okay, let's actually get to one of the topics we had though.
Yeah.
Mike came with
One
a
of the
list of
topics.
topics,
Yeah.
yet to get to any.
We are 38 minutes in. We haven't touched them. We have not touched
You
them.
had a good cutoff, I think, before then.
All right,
Maybe we'll be breezing through.
one of the topics we
We
had.
also covered nothing about fantasy football.
It exists.
We just made
Move
some
on.
comments and. then it was
Guys, we
tangents.
got to get to this
We
topic.
went down rabbit
We
holes.
got it. So one of the things, so everybody knows, obviously I like pizza. That's my favorite meal. That's my favorite food. That's pretty obvious.
Okay.
You can't become Pizza Eric
Favorite
without
tattoo genre.
making it pretty obvious
Close.
that you love pizza. For the rest of you guys in the room, I mean, what's your favorite food? More specifically, what was the meal you would go to if you were facing a death sentence? What would be
Your death row meal.
What would be your death row meal?
Mike, do you want to start this off? This is your topic. I feel
It
like you had
is.
something in mind.
Yeah.
Now it could be comprised of multiple different things.
Yeah.
They'll
You get
go.
a plate
They'll go
full
get
of
some.
food.
But are we getting? So are you getting like meal with like sides and everything, drink?
I think it's
and
whatever
dessert?
you want, man.
Yeah.
I mean, death row.
I
It's
feel like
like,
they have a limit, right?
well, I mean,
No one wants to clean like shit everywhere.
Not particularly. Or like, oh man, that ate.
I
that
just
guy
want to
literally-
eat just so much chili.
Yeah, that guy ate literally 1 gallon of chili.
Like,
This is
Give
not
me
good.
all the Taco Bell.
does anyone actually know? Like, will they go to a restaurant like you and like, hey, we'll get this thing for you from
Actually,
here?
actually,
As
I
long
think
as it's
there's a
reasonable.
$1 allotment.
Okay,
Uh,
let's say it's $50.
No one did any research on this prior.
It's fine.
Well, first of which, my beverage of choice, it'd be a tight race between glass bottle Coca-Cola,
Really? That is a great
You
choice,
mentioned
but
a
I'm
different one that I'm
surprised.
waiting for you to say.
but the ultimate victor would be glass bottle Orange Fago.
Okay, that's the one I was waiting
Orange
for you to say.
Fago.
Glass bottle Coke, literally, if you get
It
it
is
from
so
like,
good.
it's made with the Mexican sugar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty.
It's
pretty good, but
specifically,
like,
as
it's,
someone who used to work for Coke, it's called Mexican Coke.
yeah, it's Mexican Coke. It is pretty solid.
I feel like it's just
Legitimately,
like
it is?
Coke with like
Yeah.
pure cane sugar.
But the only
That's
bad
how
part
it's
I
is,
thought that was just slightly racist.
but
just
the,
something.
but the only
No.
bad part is Eric.
It's in the international aisle.
But
It's
the
annoying.
but the bottles are small. They're like 12.9 ounces.
They are.
That's bigger.
No, I think they are.
They're small
They're
bottles.
10.5 ounces.
They're very
smaller.
small.
That's smaller. Yeah.
So I mean, like if I'm only allotted 2, like that's practically nothing. So glass bottle Orange Fago gets a nod there.
Yeah,
And
I better
then-
get 2. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
$1 lot. They're only
Last
like
thing I got,
$1. so-
Give me a free refill
I
on
got,
it.
I got 2 hands.
Hey.
Yeah, they're usually
Uh,
on sale like 10 for 10. So check your store.
But I can only get 2. I'm on death row.
No,
Yeah.
death row. They're not like giving him everything here.
Yeah.
Well, let's
You'll
move on.
eat
What,
for the warden and the security
Yeah.
guards that are frying you.
yeah, I don't
what
care.
else?
What's
did
the
you have in
food
there?
though? What's
Yeah.
the what's on your plate?
So this is probably not steak. I'd probably do like a nice slab of barbecue ribs.
Okay.
I
From
can-
a specific spot.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a common choice. Yeah.
I feel like you can't trust a homemade. You can't be like, "Hey, guard, whip me up some some
Mom.
smoked ribs here."
Does he
Yeah.
have a
Because
southern draw? I can
Could
trust
you
that
have like
guard.
your
You
mom?
can't
Like they
trust him.
could,
He's gonna fuck you
Hold
over.
on.
All right.
Your
He's
dad
gonna
or
fuck
someone?
you over
Yeah, he'll
before
poison you
you
there.
die.
Yeah.
All right.
What is he gonna poison your
I am
steak?
contracting sweet baby Ray. Get me a dozen or a slab of ribs.
Yeah.
And then to watch, as my dessert would be a 1.5 quart container of Guernsey's Moose Tracks ice cream.
Ooh.
Wow.
damn, that's specific.
You're
I gotta
straight
say,
shitting your
choice.
brains
I don't
out
think
when you
anybody
die.
else
No,
is
I'm
gonna
not.
be nearly as
Yeah.
specific.
you might be backed up too.
No, I'm not.
That's some intense
Hey,
stuff.
you released your bowels when you die. You're
Not
just
my
shitting your brain right. Not your problem, but still, just fucking.
Hey,
Lo
that's fine.
siento.
I got
Clean
it.
up aisle, death chamber.
Yeah, you make that guy work for he gets
Yeah.
his,
You mop
his
up my
money's
shit.
worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, like the Guernsey ice cream, if I'm getting dessert, it's like more than $5. I'm like, you know what I could do? I could go get literally a quart and a half of Guernsey Moose Tracks ice cream.
Just eat the whole thing.
I will turn down other places just to go get Guernsey Moose Track ice cream.
Mike,
Yeah.
how much ice cream do you think you could eat in one sitting? Like if you were doing an eating challenge,
Oh,
like,
we're,
do you
we're
think-
doing Guernsey's ice cream challenge now.
how much ice cream do you think you
Like
could?
casually or like
For
trying
a
to
challenge.
like
You're
really
like
get
you're
in?
trying to eat it.
Like you were in an ice cream eating challenge.
I could probably eat at least 3 quarts of Guernsey Moose Track ice cream.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
2
you
containers.
guys should do a live stream of Mike, and then start with Eric. And if Eric taps out, you jump in. It's can you both beat Mike?
I already
Ice
feel
cream.
like I
Not
won't
ice
be
cream.
able to.
So
No,
ice
it's you guys together. Just
Yeah, I already
Eric
feel.
quits,
I already feel like
you
I won't
jump
be
in.
able
I
to.
am confident. Ice cream's one of those foods that I
Mm.
do think that I
I'll
could
put it
eat
away.
a lot
But I'll
of.
just get to a point where I'm
I'll
gonna feel
go-
so shitty.
I'll go to
yeah,
like,
you got to tap out.
Are you lactose
And you got
intolerant? 'Cause
Eric
it's not
to,
your
No,
battle.
to
no,
fill
I'll
in.
just feel like, oh,
if you can hook
Yeah.
me up, if what I'm eating is some delicious like soft serve cookies and cream,
any
Sonic
Guernsey ribs?
Blast or
Ooh,
something
Ooh, Sonic
like that.
Blast.
Like I always go through that drive-through thinking I can easily down whatever the extra large size is.
And then you get there and the
And
ice
then
machine's broken.
and then no, I control myself.
I
and I'm
swear
like,
they
just
just
give
shut
me a
off the ice
medium.
cream machine.
fuck.
I'm
McDonald's
convinced
does.
if it gets a little busy, they just turn it off to like save their own time, and because it
Probably.
probably just takes too long. To, I'm convinced.
Employees just taking pulls out of it. Like,
Doesn't
you're up
work.
next.
Doesn't work.
Go, Devin.
Okay, Mr.
Oh, yeah,
Kory,
shut it down.
fun broker extraordinaire. What would your death row meal be?
So I am not gonna be nearly as specific.
I put a lot of thought into this.
I guess thinking about one, I'd probably do like a bacon cheeseburger or something, which is probably
From
pretty
where?
common. So just
Wendy's.
off top of head, I was trying to think of like where would be a spot that I really loved a bacon cheeseburger from, and
Red Coat Tavern.
I've had theirs, and people love that place, but I don't know, it wouldn't be on my top. Honestly, I think Slo's Barbecue. Last time I was
Really?
there, Hannah got a cheeseburger. And-
she got a cheeseburger. So
That's
barbecue.
what I was about to say. I was like, hold on, we're at a barbecue.
hold
You
on,
can
hold
get
on.
burgers?
If you've had other
Hold
things on the menu,
on.
sure, it's fine. Go to the cheeseburger, whatever. You've already tasted other things. But, you know,
Hannah,
it's not like the first time. Listen, first time there and she getting a cheeseburger, one thing. If it's like a fifth time there, okay, whatever. But
yeah, if you're eating
I
there all the
took-
time.
I took a bite of that cheeseburger, and it was like
Of course, it'll be good.
unfucking real.
Slows.
Apologize for
It's facts.
You're allowed to say the F word.
Oh,
That's
well,
all right.
unfucking real,
fuck.
man.
So
I'm
wait,
telling
hold
you.
on. This is
I-
now
I-
in the
so I
in
can't-
contention for your last meal is a cheeseburger from Slo's Barbecue.
Listen,
Bacon
it's
cheeseburger?
gotta be like a bacon cheeseburger, and just thinking like this is one I could think off the top of my
Are
head.
you
Like
doing their mac and
man,
cheese?
this is fantastic.
And you need a
I
piece
honestly
of the
gotta-
cornbread
I
on the
don't
side too.
remember the mac
I
and
say,
cheese.
so you might as well get the whole meal there.
Uh,
Yeah, get
Yeah.
two sides.
mac and cheese.
Is there
mashed
mac and cheese and
potatoes.
corn- Cornbread?
I got to tell you for drink, some Lagavulin 16 year.
Uh,
Super.
non-alcoholic.
Really? Prison's the goddamn worst.
We're killing you. We're not exactly.
Prison
going
Mike is
down
right, man.
The
Prison
fucking
Mike is
warden
right.
over here.
Hey, we're
They
killing
can't
ya.
give you one more glass of booze,
Not the fancy kind.
bastards.
No.
Well, listen.
Jeez.
Hey, it's my fantasy,
Taxpayers,
man. I'm
you
doing
gotta
whatever I
account
want.
for it.
I'm doing whatever I
Well, you
want.
can't get that expensive stuff. You get,
Lagavulin
some
6
generic
It's a
stuff.
glass.
Well,
Come on,
section.
prison. I don't want a bottle.
You barely
Swing a
got.
little bit.
You have single-ply toilet paper, and then you're getting Lagavulin on the way out.
Specifically 16th year.
Oh, there's a difference between 8 and 16. If you're a Scotch guy, man, there's a difference between 8 and 16. I mean, it's also it sounds ridiculous, but in Parks and Rec, that's what Ron Swanson drinks. And the first time I tried it,
Oh, really?
I was like, oh, Ron Swanson, this is kind of fun. But it's
Is that why you were like?
Oh no, I'm a huge fan. So that like whole range of Scotch is I might be saying it wrong. It's Islay is the area where it's like really smoky Scotches. So
Like
um,
the Smokies.
yeah, really. So like Lefroy, Ardbeg, Lagavulin. Those are like some of the big names. There's some other ones and stuff, but I've had like as many as I can find. And Lagavulin 16 here, man. It's my
How
That's where
how
it's
much
at.
is a bottle?
like I don't know 120.
Ooh,
Shit.
wow. That is, you are committing.
Yeah, because you can get
That
you
is
can get
not
the 8
like
year for
I'm
70.
taking this to a party.
Oh no.
Oh
That
no,
is,
that's
I
a
am
you
buying that
sip
and that.
on
Oh,
you
yeah,
sip on
yeah.
a glass
Yep.
We
every
are
like now
saving
and then.
that
Actually,
for
my-
special
Got some
occasion.
root beer.
My wonderful friend broker buddy, when I passed my CFP as a gift, bought me a bottle of Blue Label that I've slowly been. This
Blue
was
Label's pretty solid.
oh man,
Johnny
I mean
Walker.
that's a damn good bottle, and
Oh, yeah.
And I don't like that at all, so I've had zero.
yeah,
I
I tried to get him to have like, dude, you got to try some
I
of
won't
this. You
drink
know,
it.
and I
I
but
don't like Scotch.
I got like half the bottle still. It's been I don't know 3, 4, I don't know 4.
That's self control.
4 or 5 years almost.
It's,
You only break it out for special
but
occasions.
yeah, it
it
was,
comes in a nice box at least.
it is. It's
Good
in a
to look
nice
at.
box. I
Nice
you know
bottle too.
I try to do only special occasions. I probably should have had some when I got engaged, but I was on vacation in Traverse City.
I had to keep
So,
it a cigar
didn't have
fast
it with me,
scenario,
but-
so it's all right.
Yep.
All good.
So that was so I do that. I guess I'm sticking with Slows just because one I can
What
think
about dessert though?
of. I think dessert.
I mean, the taxpayers are getting their just desserts for your execution. Tally mark.
If you've had
Four.
like a real good creme brulee, I feel like that would be that
Yeah.
or like
No,
a
I'm-
tiramisu.
I'm so with
one
you.
of those
I
two.
was about to say like
Okay.
creme brulee
Oh,
would be
dude,
mine.
like,
Arbor Chop
like
House.
it's in its own. Yeah,
haven't
like you got to
had
go
it,
to a
yeah.
real nice steak place for
It
like
makes
these.
the Fleming's creme brulee
I
takes
feel-
like a snack.
But I
pack.
feel like you also have a good Italian place makes a solid creme brulee too.
I would think so.
I mean, you would think a French.
I guess
place.
I've just
Yeah.
had some that like at steak places that have
Creme
just been
brulee.
have been good. They do like the
that's
torch,
fine.
the whole, you know.
Yeah, usually
Oh,
it's just a nice
yeah.
place that has them.
Oh,
But I
dude,
think
a
I think
nice
that would be.
torch.
I'm with you. Good
I'm
creme
on
brulee.
top of
Some
that, man.
berries.
Yeah, I was gonna say with you gotta
Yeah,
have some berries
yep.
on there.
Even if you don't want to eat them, just for touch.
Let's go.
You might as
That's
well
it. I think that's
full
it.
ass that creme
That's-
brulee. Don't
that's
have
my
that.
food.
My dessert choice is.
You're going back to front. All right.
It's like hot to cold.
Well, I mean, everyone already knows. I would choose pizza. I could not. Choose
From where?
feel
From
like
where? I think
where?
that's important.
I would probably
Life
go.
is short. Eat better pizza.
Don't go to Jets. Don't go to Jets.
What a Jets
That's
reference.
that six
This
now.
is a Jets advertisement.
If there's
all
any
of a
Jets
sudden.
reps on here, call her.
Weirdly enough, it's prison tally marks.
we
On
got
the
'em.
screen.
No, so I'd probably either go with probably either pizza from Buddy's, or I would do like a Chicago deep dish from like Giordano's.
What about that spot in Boston?
No, that one's not up there.
On the bright side, if you do a
That
deep
one-
dish
like, it was
Chicago
good,
style,
but that's not. I
your
want
life's
the
being
deeper.
extended by at least 4 hours while it's making.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. Especially the Chicago style. It's like it's gonna take an hour and a half to make this.
Come back tomorrow.
And it's like, all right, we'll have to reschedule this execution. No big deal.
Sorry.
But dessert-wise, though, I would definitely go the restaurant BJ's, which I believe Mike was at recently. Pizookies, where it is just a nice warm cookie with ice cream on top. I think that's the best
I'm
dessert.
not sure if you're aware.
That's my number one.
They have Pizookie Trio now.
Oh, I'm
Where you
aware.
get three
Warm cookie
Three
with
different
ice
ice
cream.
creams?
I'm
three
aware.
samplings, 3 different
Ooh.
cookie ice cream combos.
I'm
That's
aware.
an interesting
I've
choice. I
had
feel
'em.
like just
If-
it's. I mean, a warm
It
cookie
is
with some
a-
ice cream. That feels very like
It's
I don't
a
know, low
dessert
key.
pizza.
Yeah.
I'm
It
not
is.
that
It
surprised.
It feels
It's
low
not- it's
key
not
for like how.
fancy.
I guess you
That's
just
true.
said
It's kind
you know,
of along the
I
same
did
lines.
cheeseburger.
Dessert
You did
pizza,
pizza.
yeah.
Those feel like low key
What
too.
if
It's
you
like
chose
I
a
want an
Pizza Hut
8-ounce,
dessert
you know,
pizza?
fillet
It's
from.
like I
like
like
we're-
calzones. I'm gonna have a like a pastry turnover. It's a
Yeah.
dessert calzone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting a dessert pizza.
Yeah. That's what was funny about BJ's was that I found out that they call those Pizookies, which is a pizza cookie. So it's like, oh, of course that's my favorite dessert.
Well, what are you drinking?
Pizookie. Drinking, I'm probably going either a cherry or vanilla Coke.
A Mexican cherry or vanilla Coke?
I mean, if I can
Do
get
those
it.
exist?
But
Am I the only one
I don't
throwing
think they
booze
do.
in? You guys are playing by the rules, I guess.
You
I
must have
would
bribed the guard better than I did.
I just listen,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, get what you want.
I spend money in there.
Get what you want, you know?
Not enough
No.
money.
cherry or vanilla Coke. That's
What about cherry
that's where I'm
vanilla
at.
Coke?
No, I don't want them combined.
Yeah.
No. One or the other.
I don't like
One
cherry
or the
or
other.
vanilla Coke.
I think this is. I've been drinking a lot of Mountain Dew though lately, and I don't know if that's
Jumping
just.
family lines over to the Pepsi side?
I know,
Wow.
but I just.
Get out of here.
I don't know. Maybe that's a sign I'm getting old. That I'm
That's
drinking.
the sign you're getting older. You're drinking Mountain Dew.
That I'm drinking Mountain Dew.
I don't know if that plays, but
It's a sign you're like 12.
Well, either 12. I don't know. I feel like once you get into your 30s, you're just like, all right, it's Mountain Dew time. That's my
that's what
drink.
happens.
That's my drink.
So I had an uncle that all he ever drank, like drink-wise, was Mountain Dew and Jack. And he said, I remember him telling me that like Mountain Dew
Yeah.
was
That's
originally
a
invented
weird
and mixed
combo
with
to me.
whiskey.
Interesting.
And I was like, that seems
I've
strange.
heard people say that, but that's a weird.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because you got the citrus in there, and like citrus and whiskey.
Is this gentleman still alive?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Mountain Jack though. I mean,
Yeah,
but
Mountain Jack.
I don't know. I just
Oh.
always thought it was like the idea that I mean, hey, maybe it's. I didn't look into it.
Interesting.
It sounds weird.
That game went as far as like, oh, that's weird, and then
We'll
you know,
try
it
it.
left my
Stop
mind.
it,
You
yeah.
know.
All right, Mr. Sean Sauce.
Interesting. Sean, what do you got?
Doing a lobster roll, fresh
Ooh.
from Maine,
Ooh, that's a good
Ooh.
one. I like this.
delicious.
Specifically
Hopefully-
for Maine.
Hopefully you're imprisoned in the Pacific or the
Nope,
Atlantic.
they fly it in.
Oh, wow.
Fly it in.
Fancy.
Taxpayers, I don't give a fuck.
You get whatever you
It's
want.
a taxpayer pissed.
Bring that in. I'm doing the creme brulee also. I
There-
mean, the
there
creme
we
brulee
go,
with some
buddy.
berries on
There
there.
we
That
go.
sounds amazing.
Fresh whipped cream on the side as well?
I don't need that. Like the creme brulee itself, it's got enough cream. But I want like a bigger than a normal just ramekin size. I
Like a
want like a
family
little bit
size.
bigger. Yeah, yeah.
I think that's funny that you go creme brulee because it's almost like if you and someone else are on death row and they ask the other guy what does he want
Ooh, me
first,
too.
and you're like, oh, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'll hit that too, actually.
Make the
Actually,
double.
Two
Yeah.
creme brulees. We'll do a second one.
Hey,
That sounds
same
great.
order, buddy. Same order. Yeah, I mean, drink though. I'm probably going booze as well, but I'm probably doing bourbon, so similar, but doing a Pappy Van Winkle's.
Oh, you go. Yep.
I don't know what year it was. I know I was in Kentucky and my boss ordered this for like
You don't
the
know what year
customer.
it was or what year you drank?
No, what year the bourbon was.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't fully remember what year I drank. I think it was like 13.
My memory fails.
You fell
me.
asleep in the
14.
woods and like woke up at
No.
a random time.
No.
later?
So I was just out to dinner. We're out to dinner with the customer. My boss orders like a nice shot of Pappy Van Winkle's. Everyone gets it, and they bring it out in like this, not a shot glass, and then a glass of ice with you. And everyone does a cheers, and I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, we're just shooting this. So I take the full shot, I put it down. Everyone takes a little sip, and I'm like that was a $50 shot that you just took. I'm like, oh,
You're like, I'm about to feel
you guys just
great.
gave this to me. I thought that was.
I'm fancy. It's not cinnamon flavored.
Yikes.
It was delicious though.
Yeah.
It was very smooth.
Oh,
Oh man.
But I get
He's
that just
never
to try
buying
it,
it
just
again,
to
huh?
try it like normal.
And that's the last time your boss took you anywhere.
I don't know that left.
No,
I
it's
went
funny.
to a different company.
To be on death row and you'd be like, oh guys, I'm sorry, this drink I have to sip it very slow.
Yes.
that's what mine is.
Ah,
I'm just extending life.
sorry.
It's a
Extended
it's a
life.
15
full
year.
bottle.
I have
Yeah.
to drink it the amount of time it's been aged.
So, my appeal process is in.
Yeah.
Just wait.
We're gonna take some time with this one, boys.
Exactly.
Carol
pizza's
Baskin's
still-
involved.
Careful. She's not in jail.
Yet.
Oh my god. But
Speaking of jail,
where's that going?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I-
yeah. What do you have here?
I was about to
All
say.
inclusive resorts are just like jail.
I was about to say.
For fun. You're jailed and you have fun.
You get all your meals picked
This
for
feels
you.
like a South Park
You're
episode.
stuck in your room.
I was
God,
talking
they're all
about
inclusive.
the jail of marriage.
Okay.
Because we're all engaged.
None of us are married yet, though.
Yeah, you're all engaged.
true.
We're like the worst people you could ask. So what's it like?
I don't know, but
yeah.
literally the other week, Lindsay and I just booked our honeymoon. We were going to
all right.
Sandals, the Royal Bohemian,
Uh-huh.
Where? So what country is that in?
the Bahamas.
Okay.
So Nassau
Bohemian.
Island.
Bohemian. Duh.
But it is all inclusive, and I've never been anywhere all inclusive. I'm always
neither.
like, I gotta
Okay.
have a good amount of small bills because everything costs like $6.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
have
you
some
don't-
freedom.
You know, you always want to have like cash readily available, but this one basically you just go to town.
Yeah, just anything you want.
And I am super excited, mainly because of all the 15 or so odd restaurants. There's a hibachi place.
Ooh.
Be hibachiing it up
I'm
all
there
day.
7 days, and I will be in the hibachi place.
And they
21
can't cut you off on the sake because like it's all inclusive anyways.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Sake.
I'm gonna go in there like eat half of something. Like, give me another one. This that's another.
What do
half's
you think
cold.
brand of sake the Bahamas all inclusive? Like, you think they're going
I
high,
can imagine
high
it's a high
end, or
end.
like, I mean,
High volume.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like Kroger brand.
I'm not
sake.
sure you want to have too much of the sake there.
I'd be more like gin and tonic and up.
That's it,
Tanqueray.
buddy.
You have to order
That's
Tanqueray
it.
when you're out. Has a very specific taste, and you can tell if it's not Tanqueray.
Yeah.
Mike and I are both
That's the
huge.
mode.
We're both huge gin and tonic guys.
Okay.
Gin by itself, both of us are like, oh no, that's terrible. Like,
But tonic, it just
but
gives
you-
you.
At that
Yeah,
time.
Like
I
gin and
think what that
tonic,
means
though.
is we're tonic fans with
Yeah,
lime.
No, but like, because you could have like Bombay Sapphire. Bombay Sapphire is kind of like a little more on like the smooth side. It doesn't have the same bite, so you could mix that with like
But would you say
gin.
you're not a gin fan?
wait, hold
I'm
on,
a
hold
big
on.
gin fan.
Bombay Sapphire. You said you can mix that with well gin.
No, but like
You did say.
if you're out at a bar, you can't necessarily tell
Oh,
the
I
difference
see what you're saying.
between
You
Bombay
wouldn't- yeah,
Sapphire
yeah,
and
yeah.
like a different
You could
gin.
mix it up. Not,
Tanqueray
not
has a
mix
very-
them together.
very
Gotcha.
specific taste. I can know if I'm getting Tanqueray or
Yep,
not.
yep.
That's how you know you're not getting cheaped out.
It's not my favorite gin by
Yeah.
any means, but it's like
Best
the most
bang for buck, for
reliable.
sure.
Yeah,
gin
that's like
on the block.
if you're out in the wild.
It's
I only like it
hey.
because Snoop Dogg talks about it.
It's like ordering like a Jack and Coke. That could be Evan Williams. You don't know. It's
I don't know.
mixed.
Jack has a pretty distinct
Very
taste.
distinct, yeah.
It's mixed with weird Coke. You don't know.
It's mixed
true,
with
that's
weird
true.
Coke.
Mexican Coke.
Nah,
Yeah, you're at the weird resort.
Yeah, you don't. You just
Bohemian
You
Coke.
just don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Buy some.
So that's Sean. Have you planned? Have you figured out? I mean, you're very recently engaged.
Yeah, we're close.
Have you kind of locked
How long have
down
you
where
been
the honeymoon is?
2 weeks. 2 weeks now.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
am 5 weeks. So
Oh shit!
Congratulations
You were
to
in
you.
Very
Traverse.
close.
Congratulations
Yeah.
to you. You said you were in Traverse City. We were in Charlevoix. So right, just
Yeah,
up
how
a little
about
bit
that,
there.
man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
very
pretty
nice.
the
funny.
spot.
I was
It is, it is.
February
Hot dog.
2nd. It was a palindrome.
What?
02022020. The date is a palindrome.
That's when you.
It's such a
That's
such,
when
like
He
you.
knows.
such a big Mike thing
He
to
knows.
say.
First one in like 960 odd years, but who's counting?
Is
right?
that
What
you-
about
is that when you
11,
proposed?
11, 11?
That was like 10 years ago. Almost.
Almost.
That's, I mean, sure, it's all the same, but it's still a palindrome. Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
No,
said 50
so
something
the-
on here.
No, but the full date. 0202.
Yeah, because it has
But wouldn't the
2020.
but wouldn't the full date be
11,
okay? 'cause
11,
the
11.
20, I got you.
Oh,
you.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
20,
yeah. 111, yeah.
Gotcha.
Idiot.
That's when. That's when you proposed.
I proposed.
My bad.
Well, I was figuring out the day I was going to actually get the hardware for my jeweler guy.
Oh,
And
Sean
then
knows that's a
basically,
stressful
and
situation.
it basically was, popping out the old calendar attachment on the computer. Like, ooh, this one's going to be solid. Because then, ironically, because it's palindrome, but also it was very easy
That
to-
matters to Lindsay, okay, guys?
That matters to me. Every boy dreams about the magical palindrome.
Mike went
When you get
down.
engaged.
Mike went down and proposed. He goes, "Do you realize what day it is?" She's like, "It's not
It's a Sunday.
quite.
The-
it's
the
not
day we're
quite
getting
Valentine's
engaged? Oh, my God.
Day." He's like, "No,
That's
it's
so
a
funny.
Palindrome." She's
and,
like, "Oh."
and it was
Lin-
Super Bowl Sunday, so then we went over to my buddy's house and everyone was there. So it
There
was
you
fun.
go.
That
That's
works
fun.
out
You
for
had a
me.
party.
It was a good time.
Oh, it was like 4 birds, 1 stone. I got to
That's-
celebrate a palindrome, Super Bowl.
It's funny to
Engagement,
think
had a
like
cigar.
Got engaged.
anytime there's a weird pattern to the date, Lindsay's like, "This might be the day." You
Just
might
sitting
pop
there?
the question
Is
right
Mike
now.
going to announce I'm pregnant? Shoot, what's going to happen today?
Oh,
It
my
adds up to
God.
23. Oh, gosh.
This might be it. Wow, Kory, do you have any idea? Do you have the honeymoon planned?
Not even a little bit yet. We I don't know if you guys have started looking at places. We have the place we're doing it booked. We're talking to a photographer today.
Yeah.
Yesterday we ordered save the date stuff.
Okay.
So we have it. I have our date.
Do it off a
set
website.
Get your
We did.
STDs.
We had like
Mine.
save the date
Brooklyn-
pictures actually.
Brooklyn
taken.
Nine-Nine shout out.
Not
I didn't
engagement
realize that
stuff.
was a thing.
You don't have to, but I don't know.
No, so I thought that like I was like, all right, like Heather showed me like some like stationery for save the dates,
Yep.
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, those look cool.
Upload your own.
And
photo.
then she's like, all right, so like when are we gonna get our pictures taken? I'm like, we have to get pictures taken?
Yeah, you have
So-
to do engagement photos.
I just got mine done last Saturday, so you got time.
Well, hold on. So I have a buddy because all we do
Yeah.
is save the date. I have a buddy who has a photography business. $50. He was like, "We'll go out. We'll shoot for like a half hour."
That was your deal,
Boom,
not
boom, boom.
everyone's deal.
She already found some.
I-
She already found some.
Corey can hook
if-
you up.
Yeah, but it's not our engagement photos. It was like
Asterisk market.
it's like 15
value.
photos. He literally we shot for like I don't know,
Yeah.
half hour, maybe
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Some boudoir sets.
3 hours later,
Yeah.
he sent us emails with them, and
Yeah.
there we go.
He's got one
She
of the.
she
already
found
got
someone for that.
Yeah, man, we've already uploaded to the save the date, and we're gonna do engagement photos still and all
Oh.
that, but we'll do that in the fall.
Oh, so you're doing two specific.
yeah.
like,
That's
oh,
why this
okay.
was like half hour.
Corey's a big
15
spender.
pictures.
Just every
Boom.
month he can get some
Oh, it's
pictures.
$50.
He's always
50
jumped to the
bucks,
same
man.
He's got a
dates.
friend with just one of those
$50.
brand new iPads.
Dude, I'm trying to build like that. I got a guy for I got a guy now for HVAC
I'm
stuff.
trying to build a guy
And
for
yeah,
that stuff.
dude, you gotta like. My uncle had a guy, and I had him come fix my AC a couple
Oh,
months
man.
ago.
Gotta
and
have a guy.
And now he's like, dude, if you need any help, man, let me know.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the
pass
best
my
stuff
number
right
out.
there.
So I got a guy
There you
named
go.
Steve. He just hit me up after work, and on his truck, and was like, yeah, I'll fix this.
All right,
real
I
fast.
gotta hit you up to get your guys if I need a guy.
Now I get to be middleman. 10%. That's what I'm taking.
And then,
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
and now you
That's
wonder
it,
where you get
buddy.
all these Vista points from.
exactly, it's true.
Oh, they're
Corey's
true.
just recommending. I'm like, I got a guy for that.
Yeah, you take these pictures, go to Vista Print, and get all this stuff. Get some
But-
points.
On your all inclusive, so we're looking at a destination wedding.
Yeah.
That's the first time I'd be doing all inclusive.
Which area of the
We
world,
might do
I
an all
suppose.
inclusive, I should say.
So,
I think Hannah
for-
would love to do that.
For
All-inclusive.
the
Honeymoon?
wedding? Oh, for
Honeymoon.
honeymoon.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry,
yeah,
not
yeah,
the-
yeah.
I'm getting my booze money's worth out of this.
Oh,
place.
for sure.
No,
Smart,
yeah.
man.
We're
You
looking
have
at
to.
Cancun right now because that just seems to be
Very
like
cool.
money wise and
That's
like
a hot spot.
spot wise just seems too good. But I mean, the one thing that I was like having a lot of difficulty with is so like the wedding package says it covers 20 guests. And then even though it's all inclusive and they're paying for all inclusive, it's 45 per person after that. And I'm kind of like, I understand that there's other stuff you have to do, but like you're not paying for any more food, you're not paying for any more booze. Like what's the 45 per person going towards?
Table,
Yeah.
chair.
But that's all inclusive. Like that should be included.
Yeah,
No,
you don't
food
get a
and
chair.
beverages inclusive. Tables and chairs, man, those are all.
Yes, you gotta buy
Yeah.
those all
That's where
card.
they get you.
That's true.
That's like the stuff where I'm
Suckers
just
get
like
100 guests. We're getting all
Yeah.
these
That's the stuff where I'm like
what they
sitting there, I'm
charge
like,
you for.
how like
Pay
it
tables
doesn't
off
make
in no
sense
time.
to me.
Knives,
But-
plates.
How come you want to do like the destination stuff? Is it like you're like keep the numbers low? I don't want to
Yeah,
have
so
this
it'll
crazy
keep the
thing.
numbers low. You're kind of like, I mean, for both of
get
us
that.
too, it's like it's a little bit more of like,
Yeah, it sucks.
yeah, it's like more fun. I know, but it's like a little bit more fun that way too. It's like, all right, so like you can
Yeah.
like
It's,
kind of hang out with people ahead of
Yeah,
time
yeah.
and a little bit after.
Yeah,
and
kinda
it's
just
the
like,
have
whole
a-
thing's a big celebration.
yeah, it's a whole party.
Make it a
one day,
vacation
boom.
as well.
And it makes the planning easier. So like
Yeah.
we book the one thing, and then it's like, all right, they already provide like here's a couple food options. You pay a little bit more for a DJ, a little bit more for a photographer, a little bit more for
Oh, dude, that's
whatever else, and like we get X amount of rooms. Our rooms paid for. You get X amount of rooms. We get like a free welcome dinner. So stuff like that. It's like some of it's just already paid for, and it just makes it easier. And then I don't know. It just I don't know. The fact like neither one of us are religious either, so we don't want to do it at church. And it's just like let's just
Yeah.
Mhm.
go
It sounds
somewhere.
good. Have a vacation with
Mhm.
all
Exactly.
your closest friends and
Exactly.
chill out
Sounds
on
a little bit more
a
fun.
beach and in a nice resort for
Yeah.
a few days.
Yeah. Now, Corey, you just
Sounds
came back
pretty
from
freaking good.
vacation.
That I did.
Was Las Vegas all inclusive?
That we
I-
did. Corey, before you get going on it, we are already over an hour here. Guys, we are splitting this week's episode into 2 parts. The second half will be posted next
Good try.
week.
We got through like 3, like the 10.
I know. I know you guys are pushing.
Technically 2.5.
Guys, so this will wrap up part 1. Part 2 will be released the following week. We got more. We got more with Mike and
We're
Corey.
not even part way through the.
We
topics.
have so much more planned here.
including a look at the Fun Broker business cards.
That's true.
Yes. Well, I mean, you already saw it in the video, but
Yeah, he's just
more-
gonna put it up in the
Sorry,
video.
editing.
more coming on. Guys, yeah, I mean, thank you for being on the podcast. More to come in part 2. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Oh, also bye.
Brendan Fraser. somebody's head many martinis. I think somebody's head martinis.
Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
We just deal in fun. That's our whole thing.
dealing
You know?
Find someone named Nick that you don't like, and it's just fuck you, Nick. Brokers.
Yeah.